Okay, now when it comes to accuracy, we're going to talk about sights and the issues I've had with them. Now, I did videos where I showed you how to use the sights and everything else, and in some cases they're correct, and in some cases they're not. We're going to look at these TS carbines here, and first we'll go to the front sights. They all look fairly the same. I don't know if these are all solid and non-driftable, but at a glance there may be a variation or variance in the height of them, but they're all the same. When we go back to the rear sight and look at what we got, they all have a base of 600 meters, but when you look at the notch here on the back, let me get the camera. When you look at the rear sight here, the size of the notch, that one, the shape is different, the depth is different. And that one, even though it looks similar to the first at the right angle, it's a little different. So all three of these are slightly different from each other, which will kind of wreak havoc on you. They don't all shoot the same. Alright, and when we come to the M38 style sights, you'll see the front sights are a lot more higher than that. But if you look at the rear sights, the one on the right appears to be filed down some. And you will find, I found a lot of these, especially post-war ones, it appears somebody filed the sight down. So that's going to change things one way or the other also. So that's something else to look for. Now the sights on these 91 cavalry carbines, the rear sights do look fairly similar. That one might be a little bit different shape on the left. But when we go up to the front sights up here, you notice that they're not that high or sticking up. And the one on the left, you can see where it's been filed or bashed down or something. This carbine on the left shoots like 3 feet high at 50 yards. So where this one on the right does not do that. The difference in the sights is subtle, but the impact of the bullet between the two guns is widely different. So after taking a quick look at the sights and showing you that there are small variances in these, and I mean, I studied the book, they show you the tools and everything else. I found that the rear sights, or the sights on this 91 Carcano long rifle, which has a fairly good bore, do perform as they say. They're pretty accurate, and I can hit at 50, 100, and 200 yards easily. Also, the M9141, the sights are different. It doesn't have gain twist rifling. And when you flip the sight up, it's supposedly to be set at 100 meters, which you have to kind of offset it, but it's close, it's smaller and nicer. The only thing is finding a long rifle with a decent bore. I seen a gun shop that had 4 9141s, and all of them had a bore that looked like a sewer pipe. Okay? That's the difficult part of it. So, as far as I'm concerned with sights and accuracy, you will not know for sure until you shoot the gun, much like I said with the 2 cavalry carbines. One of them's not too bad, and I can hit fairly well. It shoots somewhat high, but the other one shoots like 3 feet high, and that's even dropping the front sight down to where you don't see it. It still shoots high. Okay, so This is factor number 2 when you're trying to get accuracy out of your guns. The sights may have been screwed with, they may be off. As far as I know, it looks like the one was bashed or filed maybe, but still, 400 meters zero. I mean, dropping it all the way down. Don't know, and you won't know until you go out and shoot the gun. And I'll explain later on in another video about how to gauge and maybe try to correct this. Okay, but that's factor number 2 in your accuracy is the sights. Bore condition could screw with you, and having sights that just are way off. Okay, even though they look correct and are set up correct, they may be way off. That's another thing you got to bear in mind. All right.